Good morning, beautiful people. It's Vivienne Hunter, and today we are going to spend a few moments submersing ourselves in the energy of solutions. I've been brought back to a place where I've had to remember tools, strategies that I learnt many years ago, and the most important one is knowing that we are the highest answer in our own world. Within us is all the knowing, all the power, all the creativity, all the worthiness that we need to draw to us, to receive, to create, to be in the space of having solutions, of finding solutions, of opening to solutions and receiving solutions to anything. And I understand some things come along unexpectedly and they're big and they carry a shock value because we didn't expect them and we have no clue how we're going to resolve or solve this. It can feel overwhelming and we can feel powerless. So let's breathe into that. Let's breathe into anywhere it comes up that you or I or any of us are at the effect, anything beyond ourselves, anything outside, including situations and circumstances that arise that we don't yet see a solution for. However big and overwhelming, maybe impossible, whatever it is appears, there is nothing that you are unable to move your way through. And I say this with all love. I have brought up 2 children completely on my own. I've been a sole parent, not a single parent, but the only parent for their whole life. Both of them have had medical needs beyond the ordinary, leaving me unable to maintain full-time work, doing part-time and casual as I could. My focus was my children when they were young. They're young adults now. And we had many challenges of all sorts, including with money. And there were times things would come out of the blue and seem impossible. And I would feel so much fear and so much anxiety and overwhelm. And I learnt this. So I'm asking you to suspend belief. If it seems impossible, that's okay. I'm not here to convince you. I'm just asking you to spend some moments with me, move through these processes, come back to it every time as you learn to open to the power inside you, open to the connection you have to the rest of the world, to all that is through the power inside of you. The spirit inside of you is your power. It is the love you are. And it's extremely creative and powerful, and the best solution is to connect to this. See whatever possibilities you can. Vision them. Sit with them. And if you can't, that's okay too. Sometimes it's impossible to see a solution. That's how big something can be. So you see it resolved, and we're going to move through this as a process. So please, if you have things going on or it's happened before, move through this. There is a lot going on in the world with many people, so there may be something that's not huge. It may seem like a smaller thing, and I'm talking about great big things. That's okay. Whatever's in front of you that you don't have an answer to, it may be a tricky relationship problem. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be finances. It doesn't have to be health. Whatever it is, bring this to mind. We're going to begin now. So before we do, we'll get comfortable. Turn off our phones or silence them for the period of time we do this. Just slow down. Take some big slow breaths with me. Getting centered in your body, paying attention to the feeling of your body against whatever you're sitting or laying on, just getting really connected to your body and aware. Breathing. Attention on your breath. Notice it go in and out, how it feels. If you have been in a space with things going on you haven't known how to manage or how to solve, when you breathe in, feel any stress or concern or just any uncomfortable energy or thoughts, and breathe into them really deeply. And let all the concern and uncomfortable feelings just come out with the breath. Breathe into them, notice them, allow whatever's there to be there. And just breathe out, releasing your attachment to the worry, to the concern, to the not knowing, to the seeming impossibility. And we'll suspend disbelief briefly. You can pick up the worry and the concern later if you wish to. I do hope instead you come back and practice this whenever you need. If you're new to this, something else, when I began doing it, I would do it over and over through a day. It was presented to me, not exactly as I'm doing it with you, but the idea that within me were the answers. And connecting to myself would allow me to find them, open to them, receive them. It seemed impossible, but I had no other option, so I tried it. And I would do it over and over because a part of me was always going, this is ridiculous. This won't do it. You know, we're in a world where we're used to physically fixing things, going out and doing something. Sometimes it's not about doing. Sometimes it's getting really clear with who we are, reconnecting to the source of our life, which is the love we are, our spirit, our heart, our knowing, our deeper, truer, complete self, which is whole and already knows all we need. Okay, so bring to mind what's been going on, what's been showing up in your life unexpectedly. Or maybe it's been there for a long time and you just still don't know. You might have tried things, you might have racked your brain, and still you feel stuck, you feel concerned, you feel overwhelmed. All of that, bring it all to the surface. Imagine it in front of you. All the different parts of it just floating in front of you. You can see them all connected, or you can just see them individually there. And allow to be in front of you all the parts of it that you don't see or you're not thinking of. And allow them to be there. The whole of it is in front of you. The parts you're focused on or have been focused on, and parts you might not have even thought of, the whole of it is floating in front of you. And as you see it and pull it all out, you breathe deeply into your body. Breathe out. Just letting go. And allow it to be out of your body. The concern in your head, the worry, the stress in your body, the tightness in your chest or your heart, the feeling in your gut, tension across your shoulders and neck, whatever it is, let that all be out in front of you too. Just give yourself these moments of release and openness, and just coming back to that space of you without being attached, connected, overwhelmed by anything. It's all there in front of you, and you can breathe freely. You can relax for a moment. There we go. Okay, now we're looking at it and it's in front of us. And because we've put every part of what's going on, or what is presented to you, to us, to each of us, because that's there in front of each of us, as well as all the parts we don't know, as well as all the concerns of how to, as well as all the consequences of not having an answer. Within all that are the solutions. The solutions are before you too. So just breathe into that the solutions are there. You don't know them yet, that's okay. Breathing, relaxing. I want you to feel a letting go. And as you do that, and you're aware that there might possibly be solutions within you that you haven't thought of. Perhaps opening up and connecting to the truth of you, the source of you, the spirit of you, the love of you. Perhaps, just perhaps, that can help. Letting that submerse you in the energy of solutions. Just in a space, can you feel, even if it's fractionally, how some part of you has opened up? Some of the tension has gone down. Some of the looping thoughts are quiet, or quieter, at least for the moment. Again, looking at all that in front of you, and breathe into your heart. Connect to the truth of you, which is your power, your love, your spirit. Let that fill you from your heart out, moving through your whole body, so you're in the energy of you at your essence, you at your most creative, you at your source. And that's moving out from your heart through every atom and cell and molecule. And it's so powerful, it's coming out of you as you breathe out, as you look, as you hear. It's coming out everywhere, out of the pores of your skin, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth. Every single part of you is flowing out of your hair. And all around is the essence of you. And the essence of you holds everything you need. Within is everything. And we're going to submerge ourselves in this energy of the essence of us, the essence that contains solutions, the essence that opens us to receive, to move into a bigger space, to remember our knowing, to remember there's always more than first appears, to remember that we are capable and deserving and worthy. And if we will stop and pause and reconnect to our heart, to our truth, to our love, and let that be what flows through us and from us in these moments of stress and of not knowing. And right at the moment we may not yet have an answer, but we've opened and we've created the process. We've created the flow, we've allowed it to open. We've brought our concerns to the spirit of us, to the love of us, to the essence of us, which can hold it perfectly. So So imagine yourself handing it over. And as you do, you hand it up and you let go. And here we're going into trust. And even if we don't quite know that we can trust, we're going to take a leap of faith and bring as much trust as we can to this. And we hand it up. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the solutions that are already here. Thank you for the solutions that I will receive and move through and understand over time. Thank you. And you're saying thank you to yourself, to your higher self. You're saying thank you to the whole of the universe, because we are connected to all as one. And when you connect to your own higher self, you are connected to all as well. Thank you goes to ourself, to each other, to the whole universe that is co-creating with us. And we say thank you in gratitude. And I'm feeling a humble kind of awe at the moment at just what we can do or be when we connect. Okay, so we've handed it up, and we've given thanks, and we're in a place of thanks. We are gratitude, we are appreciation, we are receiving. We are the energy of solutions. We are the energy of trust. We are the energy of creation and intuition. We are all that and more. We are. Say to yourself, I am that. I am that, all that I need to be, and I choose to be that I am. I choose to be all that I am. And I open and allow all that I am to guide me through these moments. And I let go, knowing at the right time the answers will appear before me. Now we add the fertilizer, the bit that really makes it come about so much more easily, and we see the situation, whatever it is, we see it as resolved. I'll use finances for example. Something's come up that needs to be paid for, and we don't know how. Instead of trying to figure out how, we've done this whole process and we've let go, we've handed it up, and now we see ourselves handing over the money, paying for it. We see ourselves online making the payment. However you would pay for this thing, you see it happening. If you have an issue with a person, you see yourself being able to have a calm conversation with them. Now, we can't control another person, but we can see ourselves approaching it in a space where we're clear, in our clarity, in our calmness, with the intention of connecting and hearing and having a really good, open, genuine communication. And occasionally people won't hear us anyway, but if you approach from your best space with the best intentions, you'll be okay too. See the solutions coming. If you try something and the first thing you try doesn't work, keep seeing it coming. You might picture yourself having a tricky conversation, and you understand as you do that that may not be possible with this person. That's okay. Picture yourself doing your best. Picture yourself being in your calmness and your clarity, and bringing that with the intention of resolution. and allow that to lead you to a place where you can at least be at peace with this person. You may not understand each other. They may never see things the way you do. We all have different perspectives. But you can come to peace yourself within a situation with another, regardless of them. So practice seeing yourself, being okay, trying your best, and being satisfied that you have brought your best self to the situation. Maybe you have an exam you've studied hard for and you're worried about. See yourself sitting down and knowing the answers. You've studied this, you've done your best. See yourself in the exam going, oh, I know this. See yourself being able to access the information that you have. Whatever it is, see it as resolved now. And now is probably the hardest part. We've looked at something, we've opened to the possibility that there are solutions that we can't see, that we may not even be able to access by using our logic, by using our brains, but that we may be able to open to and have flow to us in our openness through the spirit of us, through the essence of us, through our connection of all, through who we be at our core, at our source self. So we've done that and we've handed it up and we've brought whatever trust we're able to it and said thank you. And we see it as resolved. Not knowing how or why or when, but we see it as already resolved. And now, in right timing, things will start to bring solutions. You may get a thought when you have an idea, perhaps I should just do it. Follow those little mind urges, follow them. Not when you're sitting there worrying, oh my goodness, what will I do? Oh, I don't know. And pushing for an answer, let that go. Come back to this. Come back to the breath. Breathe through it, breathe through it, breathe through it. Shake it off, shake out the fear, shake off the anxiety. Breathe. Keep doing that as much as you have to. And say there's answers coming. I'm going to ride this out. I am going to open to this the best I can and wait and see, because I don't have an answer and I'm going to trust. And in doing that, it's a huge leap of faith. And the logic of you, if you've never done this before, is going to struggle with this. And there's divine right timing. There is time for solutions to be created out of the ethers and to come to you. There is timing needed for the right people to show up and help you, guide you, support you. There is a right timing before ideas pop into your head, because the ideas for you to go somewhere where you might just happen to meet, where you will just happen to meet the right person, or to call this person at the right time because they have the information or the ideas that you need to hear right then. All of these things, there is an intricately perfect timing to your solutions. But waiting on that is hard, especially when you're new at it. Please do it anyway. And it's okay if your mind trips out and you keep going back to being concerned. As soon as you see yourself doing it and you're able, just breathe. Say, nope. I am the creator of my life and I choose this. I choose to open to more of me. I choose to move into my strength and practice this so that I can learn to be a more proficient creator of my life. So I can learn to create consciously what I really choose. So I can learn to call in and open to solutions as I need them. This is you. This is your life. This is how you can move into more of you, into more possibilities, into more ease and flow, into more peace and harmony and plenty, into more of your knowing. There we go. Okay, we're going to finish up really soon, so before we do, we're just going to bring our attention back to our heart. Send a wave of love to ourselves. Let yourself have this wave of love flow around you, so you're wrapped in a wave of loving appreciation for yourself, for stepping out of anxiety, for stepping out of overwhelm, for stepping out of whatever space you're in, into a space of trying a new possibility, into a space of even taking a chance to reach for more. And then let the love you are flow out to everyone, everywhere, to everyone else who listens to this in any time, past, present, future. Send it out to all living things, all sentient beings. Send it out to every part of our beautiful Mother Earth, her waters and earth and mountains and rocks and crystals. To the elements and the elementals. If you want to send it out beyond to the stars and the suns and the systems that create the massive universe we're a part of. Love flowing out endlessly to all, everywhere. And we breathe and we slowly come back to our bodies. Wriggle our fingers, wriggle our toes. Take a big breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hey, welcome back. Okay, so doing this or anything like this is very powerful. Like I said, if you haven't done it before, it might seem quite out there and quite woo-woo. That's okay. I hope you keep trying it, because it's quite incredible what can come from doing this. Thank you for your presence today. Thank you for believing in the possibilities of yourself, and for listening to meditations like this, where you're reaching to connect with more of yourself, with more of all that is. Each one of us who does this, who gets into more balance and harmony with our own self, we bring more balance and harmony to the world, which is so needed. Thank you for being you. Thank you again for your presence. You are so appreciated. If you enjoyed this, please like, share if you think anyone else may benefit or enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't, and you'll be notified when I post each week. It's usually on a Sunday or Monday. Occasionally I miss a week, so I'm dealing with health issues and extra responsibilities within my family. Usually once a week, and I try to be as consistent with that as I'm able. So subscribe and you'll know when they come in. And have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you are, whatever the time is. May it be beautiful. May you be blessed and know that you're blessed. Sending all my love to you. Be well now.